After managing $200 million of ad spend on Meta over the years and now having built an AI agent that's used by well over 2,000 ad accounts every month, there is a lot of sort of recurring tasks that emerge that a media buyer has to do to maximize performance on their ad accounts. And in today's video, I want to show you 5 automations that I could not live without to optimize my Meta ads day in and day out and achieve the best possible results. So let's dive right in. Now, before we jump into the custom agent, it's very important that you bring in all your connectors, or as many connectors as you possibly can. And so for that, head into settings, and then under connectors, you'll find the connectors we already have. If there's any connectors missing, just drop a comment below and we'll make sure to support them within a day or two. And so when you click on them, you can see what capabilities you're adding into AdAmigo by connecting this connector. You just connect it, and then our AI agents can start working with these connectors in the chat agent, in the autopilot, and in custom automations. And so the very first custom agent I cannot live without is a daily performance summary. So there's a good title, obviously, for this one. And then the prompt that I use that you can copy exactly the same way is the following. Your task is to provide a daily performance summary of yesterday's performance in the ad account. Focus on all the core KPIs that I care about, summarize them for yesterday, compare them to the performance the day before that and the average of the last 7 days so I can contextualize the KPI and understand performance momentum over time. On top of that, summarize my 5 best performing ad creatives and my 5 worst performing ad creatives for that day. If you have precise recommendations on how to optimize my ad account, please share those as well and send that update in Slack in the channel hashtag paid ads updates. So this is an exact custom agent that we're using for our own media buying at AdAmigo AI. Obviously, we run meta ads for our own business. And this is an automation that I have. I set it up to recurring every day, 8 a.m. And so it will basically look at yesterday's performance data and give me that brief in Slack. And so when I wake up in the morning, I get a very, very good sense. I mean, you saw the prompt of where my ad account stands and if I should even pay any attention that day, right? And often these recommendations that I ask the agent to provide, they overlap, of course, with the autopilot recommendations it anyways generates and implements if I have autopilot set up. But it's always good to kind of get this additional brief on what should be done in the ad account, and then I can go to the chat agent and get those tasks done if I want to. So this is one of the automations I cannot live without. Another automation is on the creative front, right? So as you may or may not know, right? So Facebook ads, of course, is I would say it's maybe 40% media buying and media buying tactics and 60% creative and creative testing, right? So creative strategist agent is another automation I cannot live without. This one, typically, I let it just fire once a week at the end of the week, and then I have it send or execute the following task. Your goal is to operate like a creative strategist, review my ads performance over the last 7 days, find creative trends that are working well and find creative trends that are not working well in my ad account, summarize my best and my worst performing ads, summarize key learnings and takeaways from my best and worst performing ads, and create 3 new creative concepts that we should design. Send this Gmail to my address chris@adamigo.ai and CC creative strategist at adamigo.ai in case you have a creative strategist that you want to get those emails as well. This is obviously a beautiful, you can just CC those into those email reports and they will get them automatically as well. Note, in this case, I used Gmail as a connector and not Slack. Now, the next custom automation I do not want to live without is a creative testing custom agent. And so the way I set it up is something like this. I want you to look into my Google Drive, find the folder creative testing, see if there's new creatives that were uploaded into that folder. If so, pull those creatives, write suitable ad copy and headline for that creative, link to www.adamigo.ai for those ads, and launch those ads into the existing active creative testing campaign. Launch those ads into a new ad set within that campaign. That ad set should have a daily budget of $20 and target the United States. Pause the ad set and send me an alert whenever you fire this task and launch new ads. Send it to my Slack channel, hashtag new ads, and share a hyperlink to the new ad set you created so I can review those ads before activating them. So this is another prompt you can literally copy. This is just apps. Now we're entering in territory where you don't really need to lift a finger anymore, right? I decided to be in the loop, which is the same way we have it set up for us, AdAmigo AI as well, for our own ads. So whenever we upload new creatives, because we have an influencer talking about us and we want to use this video, or I created new ad content or someone else did, we upload it to a Google Drive folder. The agent automatically detects it, launches it into the ad account with a suitable ad copy and create a headline, and then sends us an alert that it did it with a link to review those ads. And in the meantime, the ad set is paused, so no delivery will happen on it after I reviewed it, and then I can manually activate it or ask the chat agent in AdAmigo to activate it. So this is another beautiful custom automation I cannot live without. I have it fire every single day to just check, and if there is new content, then it will fire. If there isn't, it won't fire. This leads me to my fourth custom automation that I cannot live without, and this is again a custom automation in the area of alerts. I never ever want a mistake to go unnoticed. And I never want anyone else to then make me aware of that mistake. So when I ran ads a lot in the agency context or as a freelancer, it would have been a very, very awkward situation that a client tells me, hey, traffic on this landing page is collapsing totally. I checked in the ads manager and I see all the ads are disabled, for example, or the campaigns don't deliver. What's going on, right? That would be very, very awkward message to wake up to. And so I rather get those messages from my AI agent so I can then resolve those issues before anyone ever notices. So I can guarantee pretty much mistake-free media buying, right? So I have a quality assurance agent. There you go. And basically the prompt looks something like this. Scan my ad account for mistakes and then alert me about those mistakes in Slack quality assurance paid ads. The mistakes I want you to look for is disabled ads, campaigns and ad sets that are not delivering the full spend or are over delivering. I want you to check for typos and ad copies. I want you to check for sudden spikes or drops in traffic. Yeah, I think those are like the most important things. I'm thinking if there's anything else that we have. Obviously, if there's something that's important to you, you can add it. We have a client, for example, that is in the legal space, and they always have to have a disclaimer in their ad copies. And so they could add here, alert us right away if there is an ad without a disclaimer and pause it proactively. Right, that would be another amazing custom agent to have for a business like that. But I think this is a very good start. I have this firing again every morning, and so it will alert me if something goes wrong in my account, and then I can jump on it and solve the problem. Now, the fifth and last custom agent that I cannot live without is going to be a more proactive media buying agent. So I call it media buying agent. And basically what I want this agent to do is to monitor my ad account, find optimization opportunities, and flag them to me. Or I could also ask the agent to implement those proactively. So I can go here, this is where the beauty of working with an AI agent, you can be very open-ended in the way you explain things and very detailed in the way you prompt it, right? So one thing that I could do, for example, is I want you to monitor my campaigns, ad sets, and ads that were active for more than a week, spend more than 5 times the cost per purchase, and have a return on ad spend significantly below 1.5, I want you to start optimizing those. First, reduce budgets by 20%, wait another 3 days. If performance is not improving since that budget reduction on the ad set level or on the campaign level, then pause the campaigns and send me an alert at chris@adamigo.ai. If you see ads that were active for that long and have not generated the return on ad spend that we're after, then please go ahead and pause them right away. If you see ad sets and campaigns with a return on ad spend above 1.8 for the last 3 days, 7 days, and 14 days, and we have total available budget is below a monthly spend of $5,000, then start thinking about increasing budgets on those by up to 20%, for example, right? Every time you make an optimization like this, send me an alert at chris@adamigo.ai. So this could be one example of an automation that you could run. Now, I kind of crammed everything into one prompt and into one agent. And in many ways, it's not really necessary because you do have our media buying agent anyways doing these kinds of media buying work. But we do notice sometimes that if people set up their own agents, they feel more in control and they have a better understanding of what they're automating. So that's why I wanted to present this as a last recommendation. And you can see here, it will take a look into overall budget limits that you have, and then optimize on a campaign ad set and ad level to the downside and upside. Scale what works, downscale what doesn't work, and then always keep you in the loop and alert you in case it does anything. What you can obviously do as well is you can ask it to, instead of actually doing it, just tell you what should be done. And then you review it and go into the chat agent right here and just then say it, hey, now I want you to actually do these things. And then the agent does it, but you're still in the loop. That obviously could be another way to work with it. So I hope this was super helpful. A lot of content, but I hope you're able to take something from it and you're able to set up your first custom agents yourself and automate literally every aspect of your media buying, whether that's launching ads, optimizing ads, reporting on ads, and alerting you if things go wrong. If any questions come up, feel free to ask in the comments. If you want additional connectors, feel free to ask in the comments as well. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.